In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on February 19, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like access to our exclusive betting picks where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 15 betting picks a day and more, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Now let's get started. LSU versus South Carolina. LSU Tigers will travel to Columbia to take on the South Carolina Gamecocks. This will be the first time that these two teams have faced off this season. The South Carolina Gamecocks are coming off of a 3-point win against Ole Miss in their last time out. Eric Stevenson scored 17 points to lead South Carolina. Devin Carter finished with 16 points and a career-high 11 rebounds. Keyshawn Bryant also 16 points and Reese had 9. The LSU Tigers are coming off of a 19-point win against Georgia in their last time out. Tari Eason finished with 21 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 steals to lead LSU. Tari Eason had 21 points to lead the Tigers. Brandon Murray and Darius Days both had 15 in the win. The LSU Tigers have had much success on the road in South Carolina, covering the spread in 7 of the last 10 on the Gamecocks' home court. LSU's defense is one of the nation's best, allowing an average of only 61.3 points per game. Opponents have a field goal percentage of just 37.6% against LSU, which is 4th best in the country, and the Tigers' perimeter defense is the 7th best, holding opponents to an average of 28.2% from that distance. South Carolina is shooting poorly as the Gamecocks are hitting 42.8% of their shots overall and only 32.1% from behind the 3-point line, which is the strength of the LSU defense. Although the Gamecocks are 6-13 against the spread in their last 19 SATA games, they are 6-13 against the spread in their last 19 SATA games. The Tigers are 16-7 against the spread in their last 23 games following a straight-up win. This game should be interesting. LSU Tigers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. South Carolina is allowing an average of 69.3 points per game, which is 193rd nation, and the total has finished over in each of the last 6 played by the Gamecocks. In addition, the total has finished over in 6 of the last 7 games that South Carolina has played on its home court. LSU's defense is one of the best in the nation, but the total has finished over in 6 of the Tigers' last 7. LSU scores an average of 73.0 points per game and shoots 44.2% overall. This is going to be a very fast-paced game. According to Ken Palm, the Tigers have the 73rd highest adjusted tempo rating and the Gamecocks have the 56th. Both of these teams will be getting the ball and pushing it towards the rim with extreme pace. I also love the fact that South Carolina takes the 34th most shot attempts per game and the Tigers take the 90th. Both of these teams will have plenty of opportunities to score. As they push the ball up the court with pace, they are just creating more opportunities for more shots later in the game. I am also not worried about either of these teams leaving points out on the floor. They will knock down the majority of their free throws and keep this total rising. I am expecting LSU to score on the Gamecocks whenever they want, and the South Carolina offense will be able to score just enough points to push this total over. So over the projected total is our full game total pick. Tennessee versus Arkansas. The Tennessee Volunteers will travel to Fayetteville to take on the Arkansas Razorbacks. This will be the first time that these two teams have seen each other this season. Arkansas is 6-4 in its last 10 games against Tennessee. The Razorbacks have won 10 of their last 11 games and 14 of their last 15 home games, which includes a win over top-ranked Auburn. They are great offensively at home, scoring more than 80 points per game while making 47% of their shots. They are great on the offensive glass, which will lead to more scoring opportunities. They also do a good job protecting the ball at home. The Volunteers are coming off a win over 4th-ranked Kentucky, and they're primed for a letdown game. They have played well defensively this season, but they're not as efficient on the road, so expect them to have a hard time slowing down the Razorbacks. The Volunteers have struggled offensively on the road, where they are scoring less than 70 points per game while making only 41% of their shots. They don't rebound the ball as well as the Razorbacks, and they're careless with the ball on the road. The Razorbacks do a great job forcing turnovers at home and hold opponents under 70 points per game. so expect the Volunteers to struggle offensively in this game. The Volunteers have struggled on the road this season and will have to play in a hostile environment in this one, playing inside the Bud Walton Arena. Both teams have both been playing great basketball the past few weeks, but the Razorback will get the advantage of being at home. Tennessee has struggled to score the ball on the road and is undersized against Arkansas. The Razorback is going to be able to control the glass on both ends of the floor, allowing them to keep the pace of the game. Even though Tennessee has a great defense, the Arkansas offense is considered to be the 67th most efficient offense in the nation. They will feed the ball to J.D. Notate, as he is leading the team in scoring with 18.8 points per game. The battle between him and Chandler will be huge. I am sticking with Notate in this one as his teammates know he will be ready to hit the big shot when they need it the most. The Razorbacks are very strong on their home court, and I believe that will be the little edge that pushes them past the Volunteers. Arkansas Razorbacks to win and cover the spread is our full game side pick. The Volunteers are averaging 74.4 points per game and 68.1 points per game on the road. They averaged 76.6 points per game in their last 3 games against the Razorbacks, with Arkansas giving up 65.2 points per game at home. The Volunteers will be held under their average in this game. The Razorbacks are averaging 78.1 points per game and 81.2 points per game at home. They averaged 73.6 points per game in their last 3 games against the Volunteers. Even though Tennessee is giving up 67.7 points per game on the road, the Razorbacks will score enough points to push the score over the total. The Razorbacks and Volunteers played over the total in 8 of their last 10 meetings. This total feels low to me as both of these teams are strong on both ends of the floor. I believe that these teams are both in their offensive groove right now. It will be tough to slow each team down. According to KenPom, Tennessee has the 144th highest adjusted tempo rating, while the Razorbacks have the 22nd. Arkansas will be able to control the tempo in this one as they will have the crowd behind them and will be leading. Every time they get the ball, their goal is to get it to the basket as fast as they can. They average 71.4 possessions per game, which gives both teams more opportunities at shots. These teams are both extremely talented and are preparing for the Southeastern Conference Tournament. This game will determine a lot of the seeding for the conference tournament, so I know both teams will be giving their all on both sides of the floor in this game. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Air Force versus Wyoming. The number 22 ranked Wyoming Cowboys will host the Air Force Falcons in a Mountain West Conference matchup. These teams last met on January 28th, with Wyoming winning a thriller 63-61 on the road. Heading into this matchup, Wyoming has posted an average scoring margin of plus 8.2, in large part to an offense ranked 29th in effective field goal percentage. Even though Air Force is ranked just outside the top 50 in scoring defense, this figure is mostly due to their tendency to play at a slow pace. In terms of efficiency, Air Force's opponents have had no trouble scoring the ball. Look for Cowboys to pick up a win and cover the spread as they will take advantage of a Falcons defense allowing opponents to hit 2-point field goal attempts at a rate of 53%. Air Force managed to stay within 2 points of Wyoming in the first meeting as a 7-point dog, but I don't expect this meeting to be as competitive. The Cowboys are the better team on both ends of the floor, yet Air Force outshot Wyoming 54.3% to 40.4% from the field in the first meeting and still lost. If Wyoming outshot Air Force this time, which they should, this game could get ugly. Air Force has dropped 4 of its last 5 games against the spread, with 3 of their last 5 losses coming by at least 14 points. On the other side, Wyoming has played well since the January 28th scare against Air Force. The Cowboys are 4-1 against the spread in their last 6 games, but they are coming off a disappointing loss at New Mexico. Expect Wyoming to bounce back here. The New Mexico loss was humbling, and they know that they can't overlook Air Force either, as a loss would be extremely hurtful to their NCAA at-large positioning. Wyoming Cowboys to win and cover the spread is our full game side pick. Air Force has been a great under team this season, playing at one of the slowest tempos in the nation, but they have been figured out recently in their last 5 games against Utah State, New Mexico, UNLV, San Diego State, and Boise State. Air Force has allowed at least 73 points in those last 5 games, allowing an average of 80.6 ppg over that stretch. 3 of their last 4 games have now also gone over the total, after only 5 of the first 20 games prior to this streak that went under. The Cowboys will take advantage of the Falcons' slumping defense. Wyoming is 26th in the nation, shooting 47.8% from the field and is led by 2 of the top 4 scorers in the conference. The over is 6-0 to 1 in the last last 7 home games for Wyoming. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.